Good afternoon. Welcome to another edition of the continuing process where we elevate, we rejuvenate, and we resuscitate all ideas, no matter. Let me have a little more music. Let me have a little more. Yes. In our continuing broadcast here of the Nature Island Small Business Buzz. Today, Tuesday, we're getting quickly to the end of the month of July, and we speak the truth that business is thriving and booming as we continue to grease the engine of economic growth, the small business economic growth in the Commonwealth of Dominica, right here, the collaboration between the big station Q95 and, of course, one of the major players in economic development in Dominica, the National Development Foundation, over getting close to 4 decades on hitting the pavement and ensuring that they empower small business ideas from the root to the fruit. Good afternoon. Once again, we thank the Most High for giving us the opportunity to breathe new ideas and breathe from fresh air for resuscitation and resurrection of everything that He's given to us. Okay, so we begin by, as usual, welcoming well, it wouldn't happen, not just me, it happens because it's a collaboration between, Donald Trump. Well, Donald. Good afternoon to you, Donald.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you, Franklin, and good afternoon to everybody. Good afternoon to Dominica. It's a rainy Tuesday, right? The 22nd of
Day.
July, right? But trust me, Franklin, that won't definitely dampen our energy on our program this afternoon. This is the Nature Isle Small Business Buzz. We also welcome back DJ Sean in the house today, Franklin. So today's episode is all about fresh and fresh ideas, but it's also about long-lasting enterprises, right? And bold steps as well. Because even on a day like this gray day, so to speak, innovation and entrepreneurship should continue to shine, right? So stay tuned as we explore another inspiring story that just might spark something new and something entrepreneurial in you who, all of you who are listening or tuning in right now. Franklin, how's everything? How was your weekend?
Boy, I tell you straight, if it doesn't for the little bush tea, nah, that come down nice because I had one little flew over the cuckoo's nest, and I was feeling a little, I was discombobulated, and yeah, really, I like to be vivacious and bubblicious, but that little whatever it was flying in the air, it chiffoned me.
Mm.
So I stand up strong. I drink some turmeric, ginger, and honey,
Yep.
and Dominican would say I drink a J of that, a lot of that,
Mm-hmm.
and I rested. And I wanted to go to make sure I was in church on Sunday, but and I realized that I don't think God would be vexed with me
Mm-hmm.
if I didn't go into the house and I sit in the house, my house, and talk to him. And but
Mm-hmm.
he was there, and he told me, I didn't have to send a bill because he's the great physician,
Mm-hmm.
and everything worked out nice. So I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
Still have a little, issue with the throat,
Mm-hmm.
but I good. I good. How
You
was
back.
yours?
You
How was
back
yours?
in action. Then.
Yeah, and the person, the people, the business we're talking to
Uh
there, I
huh.
get a joie de vivre juice. In fact,
Oh.
I stretch it. We
Mm-hmm.
just finished a while ago from since about after one to now. So you should know it's one good mix.
Mm-hmm.
A guava. If I say the people know from where it comes, but it's a guava cherry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's a guava. It was a guava cherry. Yeah,
Mm.
with
All
free,
right.
free, free little piece of ice in a big jug and a long. Well, you know already. Good, good.
And of course, well, my weekend is okay as well, Franklin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
we
Good.
didn't talk for the day, but I
Uh,
was concerned. I said maybe you had the flow of the cuckoo's nest too, but you're right though. I'm happy.
yeah, it was a busy weekend, but it was uh, fruitful,
Okay, and
and
multiply.
yes, definitely productive
Mm-hmm.
weekend. Okay, so and before we forget as well,
Mm-hmm.
remember we had a really nice episode the last
On
time.
Thursday.
Yes, Thursday
Mm-hmm.
with our friends from the kidpreneur
Kidpreneur.
spotlight,
Mm-hmm.
right? And of course, we also had an amazing kidpreneur,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah, nail
Mhm.
technician.
And
Yeah.
her name, you still remember her name?
Mm.
You cannot
I
forget her
because I
name
don't have the
because
paper. Yeah, it is a nice short, very
uh
popular, very innovative, very sentimental.
yes,
Give me the first letter again. Oh
it should
man,
be sentimental because
I know it's sentiment. I remember it was a
it's technically your name.
yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, it's a
uh,
business name.
so
Yeah, yeah.
the name of the kidpreneur that we had here,
I
remember?
remember she's sitting down
Yes,
right where I'm sitting there now.
very.
Yeah,
And we actually
and her dad was
yes,
there, and her
actually
mom
we
was
didn't
standing over
notice.
there.
We didn't notice that there were a lot of comments
Oh
on
yes, yes,
Facebook
yes,
saying
yes.
that what an amazing girl, very bright, very brave.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, her name
The first letter.
is P. It's a
P.
P. Your name, I'm telling you already, it's your name.
Peter. Yeah, that's I remember.
Beta.
My name is Peter. It's PET, right?
Yeah. So that was last Thursday, and of course we had the our friends from Divine Elegance
Elegant.
Artistry,
It
and
was
we
a good
also
afternoon to
had
Peter,
Mr. Fusion,
Mr. Fusion
right?
himself, and
So
Mrs. Fusion,
yes,
and there was no
definitely,
confusion.
definitely,
Hmm.
none at all.
Hmm.
Yeah. So if you want, Franklin, we can
Yeah, please do that. Please do that.
already
Yes,
proceed
yes,
to the recap.
absolutely. Because
So
she was a fascinating guest.
yeah,
Hmm.
definitely. So in that very inspiring episode, celebrating, of course, our very own kidpreneurs, right?
Hmm.
We saw how giving children space to explore entrepreneurship builds more than business skills, right? And it's something that we also double down that in on that episode we said that such activity builds confidence, creativity, and leadership, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
So one powerful lesson in that kids are more capable than we think when given the tools, encouragement, and platforms
Hmm.
to shine,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Another is that early exposure to business thinking helps them become better problem solvers
Hmm.
later in life, right? So, for our action prompt for everybody out there, if you are a parent, teacher, or community leader, find one way this week to introduce a child to the idea of entrepreneurship,
Hmm.
whether by helping them sell a handmade item, letting them shadow you when you do your own
Hmm.
work or business, or simply ask, if you had a business, what would it be?
Yeah.
right? So that's our very short recap, Franklin, of our
Mhm.
last episode. I intentionally did that because I know we need more time
Oh
today
yeah.
because we have. I can already say, well, from our point of view at NDFD, we can say we have a legendary
Mm.
guest uh, today, right? And maybe a little later you will do the introduction.
I ready.
Actually,
I'm more than ready.
yes, actually,
Mhm.
a number of our officers, even including our executive director,
Mhm.
already suggested, some time ago to have him as our guest.
Okay, wonderful.
But finally,
He's here.
it's happening today.
He's
So we
here.
are very very excited to
Mhm.
have him here, ladies and gentlemen.
Boys and girls and
Iconic and
listeners. Oh yeah.
legendary.
And when we tell you who it is, which we're about to do,
Hmm.
you're gonna get thirsty. You're gonna get hungry,
Hmm.
and he's the top dog of the hot dog.
Yes,
And how Monica? So let's put it. Let's how this
the top
welcome.
dog.
Let's welcome. So we get a little closer to you. Sorry, a
Yes,
little closer to
yes,
it.
yes, yes,
Go a little closer, mommy. That's better. Oh, bring it down a little. Yeah.
So we. Mhm.
So we can do it together. Okay.
yes.
So when I say when I say Bo, you say Lo. Okay. I say we welcome Bo.
Law.
All right. So this
Bo,
afternoon, Lo,
bo,
Lo,
bo,
Lo,
lo.
Lo, Bo. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, friends, we have the pleasure of welcoming Mr. Bernard Sinclair and his lovely, beautiful wife, Mrs. Bernadette Sinclair. No,
Brenda.
Brenda. Sorry, the B. The B.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have two Brendas now listening. One Brenda Joseph and one Brenda Sinclair.
Yes.
And that makes two Brendas. And I'm saying it Brenda so I don't forget this. I know it's Brenda,
Yes.
but Jay, how can I forget my second wife?
Baby.
So, so we're happy to have you. And I just want
And
to.
I have
Thank you.
I have to correct myself then,
Hmm,
because it's not just one legendary, but we have two,
yes.
right? Because certainly they work in tandem.
Yes.
Right,
most
right.
They
certainly.
work as a team.
That's
Yes.
right.
So we would like to welcome them here. Can we already call them Mr. and Mrs. Bolo?
Oh yes.
Bolo Inc.
No, I love my
Mobile hot
name.
dog. Yes.
My alias is
Uh-huh.
Ma Polo.
Bolo, yes.
I'm proud of it.
Oh, definitely.
Yes. Okay, so we're here this afternoon to celebrate your successes, your triumphs, your ups and your downs, and serving one customer at a time.
Mhm.
But I had the privilege of seeing Bolo when he just started.
Yes,
Those
Mm.
days were what days? In Windsor Park, when Windsor
Yeah.
Park was Windsor Park.
yes.
River Street, Elizabeth Street, Cox Street,
Yeah.
River Street. And I've seen him had the opportunity to advertise on the 20th anniversary, 20 years, and counting.
That's
That
right,
was
that's
a
right.
while ago.
Yeah.
First of all, how you get the name Bolo?
Huh. Oh, I got that name Bolo. I got that name Bolo when I used to go to Roseau mixed school.
Mm-hmm.
That's where they have the apartments in Cox Street.
Cox Street.
I
Okay.
used to go to that school, and there's a guy that used to stay River Street named Big Man, and we were always, playing karate, recess style. That's troublesome.
Yeah.
A man swinging a stick behind me, and I checking like I can take one shot of that stick, grab that in the style, and hit me step back with that next thing. When I grab the stick by that, next thing I hear a partner balling, "Hey, yo, Bolo!" That was Big Man there giving me that name, and since that name stick,
Okay.
Bolo.
Yeah, because I remember.
Because I wasn't big and,
Yeah.
and bulky, so
Yeah. That's how it
yeah,
happens.
the
Yeah.
karate name.
Yeah, man.
Uh,
Okay, so now you start, so everybody would know when you pass in Roseau,
yeah,
whether you're on a bicycle, tricycle, train, airplane, automobile,
mm,
bus,
Yeah.
cabaway,
Yeah.
truck,
Mm.
boat, vessel, cruise ship,
Mm.
stopping in middle of Roseau by Cable and Wireless in the corner, you see an umbrella
Mm.
and a silver cat with hot dogs. Hurricane Tad take those cat.
yeah.
And it has reappeared in the same corner, like Disney World.
Yes, yes.
And Bolo is in the corner there in the
Mm.
Queen Hillsborough Street. and
Old Street.
an old street in the corner there. You see a
Mm.
tent there, a little tent that's changed color seasonally.
Mm.
And that is where the watering hole is like this is the Wall Street of food in Dominica.
Mm.
So in that corner there, I dare to say at least 500,000 or maybe 1,000,000 hot dogs have been sold.
I would think so.
Probably more than.
Yes, more than a
Mhm.
million hot dogs,
Yes.
which means at
That's
least if everybody buy one, that would mean if they have recurring customers,
Yeah.
at least a
Mhm.
million people say they, oh, where did they pass it? Give me two there. What do you have? Two. Oh, give me three. I come back. Give me four. Give me 2.
Mhm.
Yeah.
When even police just say, permission. No kids. Cases miss. I don't Yeah. I even hear the Prime Minister say you want to come this one like that. So Bolo, okay, so how did you get into selling? How did you get into that service industry?
In the service industry, well, it was Daddy's son. Daddy's son started that business with Paul, so it's from him. I used to go and get his bread when he ran out of stock. I used to go and get it because he was the man that was behind everything. He is the
Which
How do you call
one?
that?
Which one is the man?
Daddy's son.
That is not okay.
Daddy's son. But he's not there again. He's
I
not
know
he's
what
not with
you're
us
saying.
again.
We were going to talk about
You know,
that.
so then he's the man that was behind everything, and he was the man that I was looking at, you know, and gives me that drive.
You
know.
were about what age?
Ah.
Take your time. We have no calculator.
I don't look at it.
Mm.
I would say, well, but since I was young, I was with them.
Okay.
But when I really started selling, I started maybe selling maybe at what age? Maybe 17 or something like that.
So how you started selling?
Well, Daddy's son just put me on the spot, you know. Yeah, we were by Scotiabank, and he tell me, well, let me tell you, Molo, I have to go in the bank and do some business. I need you to hold on for me. That was it. My heart was trembling. I was
Yes.
trembling,
Okay.
but I have to start the thing.
Okay, so let me before you continue on the thing.
Yeah.
Now you're here.
Yes,
Normally when we hang out, you leaving at 6. So who holding on for you now?
Magdo.
Yeah, good afternoon to you, Magdo. Okay, so now you
Yeah.
hold on.
Yes.
Now, lead us on to when you have to hold on permanently now on your own.
Well, when I had to hold on permanently, I think Daddy's son went into some depression, and then I had to hold up the business, you know, and keep it up. Because if I did not hold it up, it would have dropped.
Mm.
So right now, I am doing that profession for like about 36 years. I would say about 36 years
Mhm.
now.
Wow.
People will say like, boy, man, you're a young fella, but I started young.
Okay.
So that's why, you know, that's what happened. So I started very young, and it's only when I needed to go on my own is when I got married.
Mm.
I decided to go on my own. When I met my wife told me, well, are we going to start our business together? I told her yes, and we give Daddyson a chance to say, well, you know, we can merge, you
Mhm.
know, businesses together.
Mhm.
But that's where my wife
That's a position.
there was opposition, but then that's life. God makes you uncomfortable in your comfort zone
Mm.
to take you where He wants to bring you.
Yeah. Mhm.
So that's what happened. So my wife was working at Voice of Life, and she had affiliations with people in NDFD.
Mhm.
But besides that, besides my wife having affiliations, people at NDFD were looking at me as well.
Mhm.
So I got favor.
Okay.
So I got favor for my cat. So I got no problem in buying my first cat,
Wow.
bringing it down. to
And that was
Dominica.
like 37 years ago?
No, that was
my-
in 2003.
Free.
So yeah,
Oh, wow.
so that's like 20 years.
22
yeah,
years
22,
ago.
22 years.
Yeah,
Wow, wow,
20 years
wow.
ago.
I wasn't going to say nothing, you know, because I knew you go straight to Donald Department. You move transit because I have a jet question to ask
Yeah.
him,
Uh-huh.
but I would invite
No,
you
I'm
to ask
just
the
I'm
next
just a
question.
little I'm curious about like how did the process go with back then NDFD?
Yeah.
That's the 2002
Mm.
NDFD version, so to
Yes,
speak.
yes.
So how did it go through?
For the
Well,
application
it
and
went through very
Mrs.
swiftly.
Mabolo.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
very swiftly. There was this friend of mine. We knew
Mhm.
each other from childhood. She's a little older than me. That is Debbie Jajak,
Mm-hmm.
the
Hello, Debbie.
popular,
Okay.
Good afternoon, Debbie.
the hurricane,
Yes, yes.
wife.
Mm.
Yeah. So I just,
Oh,
I went
yes,
to her.
yes.
She was there at the time, and I explained the situation that we wanted to go on our
Uh-huh,
own.
uh-huh.
And voila, it didn't take much time
Yeah.
because, as he
Wow.
said, he was favored. They knew him. They bought they knew what he
Wow.
was all about,
Mm.
and they knew it would be lucrative.
Uh-huh.
So right away they say, "Hi, that's money making for us. We'll get
Yes.
part of that."
Yeah.
So
yeah.
immediately they funded it, and a year later, bless God, the place that I worked with, the
Mhm.
Voice of Life Radio, closed down.
Mhm.
I mean, that is out of the box, but I'll just say it. They just paid that off for me.
Mhm.
So Bolo and I actually was blessed. We were blessed. In
Wow.
1 year, we had no loan on the business.
Yes.
Ah.
Yeah.
So after that, you never took another.
Well, God has
slow-
been good. You see, Bolo is a
Mhm.
giving person, and I don't want to take all the credits.
Yes,
I given
yes.
him everything.
Uh-huh.
After the hurricane, which is Maria, our cart, the one that we had, Bolo would
Mhm.
tow it to the
Push-
market or
no,
push it to
push
the
it to
market.
market,
Yeah,
yeah.
push it to
Mhm.
the market, and we lost 100%
Wow.
during Maria.
Mhm.
So again, Voice of Life, I was no longer managing there, but I had links and my
Mhm.
friends who took me and made me work, some white missionaries. They
Mhm.
said, you lost everything. They gave us back everything 100%.
Yes.
So we've never really had loans on the
Yeah.
business
Wow.
per se.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
that's why Bolo, I think, is appreciative of what the Lord has done, and he can give back to the community because he
Mhm.
knows that he's been blessed.
Can you still remember your officer back then at NDFD? No,
It's
no more.
Debbie Jajak.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah. I got a little confused there. Wow.
I know. Me too,
Mrs.
because
Jajak,
yes,
Debbie
because
Jajak.
I don't want to. That's why I wanted you to answer and ask questions, because when they're talking about, for me, it is personal. Before I get too emotional, I want to go to ask the few questions I want to ask. So let me just calm myself. Okay, you mentioned something, Brendan. I want to follow up on it because that's one of the questions I wanted to ask. I know the hand of the Lord is with you and with your business, and that He's favored you guys.
Yeah.
However, He's also challenged you guys, stretched your faith.
Yes.
What did you do when your business in the whole country and the whole world was impacted? First, through COVID.
Well, through COVID, to me, I saw that, when COVID hit,
Mhm.
I thought it would have been all over for us. And hey, we're not
Yeah,
going
true.
to have an income and we're struggling. But no, that was the best time of my life. That was the time. Because since I married my husband, just a few months after, he was on the go,
Mhm.
Bolo's mobile on the go from morning, afternoon till night.
Yep.
And I never really had ample time to spend with this lovely man. So during COVID, throughout these 3 months, we had wonderful times together. We were just, I think that's the time I got to know him so much more, because
Wow.
when I met him, we only had 6 months together and the Lord brought us together.
Uh-huh.
So during COVID, it was just sleep, get up, doing things. But to the question, it really did not impact us that much, because God has blessed that we had enough to sustain. We helped family and friends. But a matter of fact, we stock heavily. So during COVID, we know we are going to have a 3-month supply there already. So we had to give family and friends before it gets spoiled, like the onions, this, that. So we had
And the hot dogs. I'm
hot
pretty sure
dogs too. We
there were a
shared
lot of
that
hot
because
dogs.
and then really we just relaxed and we let the Lord move. And it's funny. You have a business and you feel you need that business to go on to make you survive, but it's kind of not so true, because when you stop operating and you have some funds, there's some funds actually there as a backup, to keep you going. You don't even miss what sometimes you don't make, because as you make it, you have to spend it. You have their overheads. You have to buy back this. And it's like every day, the codfish finish, the smoker finish, the onions, the garlic, the this, the that, the that, the that. And then you have so many things. And the amazing thing is that we had a hold on our mortgage and on our loan. They did that for 3 months. So we did not have any pushing. our pressing needs as people. God kept us healthy. We didn't really get COVID as such during this time when it was closed. People actually got COVID the second time. To me, a lot of us got it.
The second wave.
Second wave,
so to speak.
So yeah.
And for COVID, I think I was the first person to close it.
I remember that. Remember, so I got to for the border close like long before.
Long before.
Okay, I gonna shut down.
Like,
in advance,
Yeah.
and then I was like, what?
Yeah,
I thought that was your decision, Brenda. Okay.
The rest was
Okay.
just
A follow-up question before I go back to Donna.
Yeah.
Now that was COVID.
Yeah.
Boom, Maria comes. What happened?
No, boy, Maria came before COVID.
Well, I'm
That's
talking
why I
about
was
both of
wondering
them.
why you asked me COVID
Okay,
first.
okay, so COVID. So now Maria. So how did you cope with
Maria, well, that one with Maria, when it hit us.
I want the full juicy details. All right.
When Maria hit us, I at the time, maybe we did not have much as when we had COVID. So I recall, I'm telling you straight, we had about 30-something people taking refuge at our home. And, God brought everybody together. It was a joy, fun, having to help other families in need. But I could tell our count went down one at a time, until we reached almost zero.
Yes.
And that's bomb where the missionaries stepped in. So you see, it was just every day we had to say, okay, what's next? And we just saw God miraculously, his sovereign hands coming and giving us a meal every day to feed all the people that we had living with us. They themselves, some of them brought shares. They eventually started working. So the persons, although they were displaced, they did not have anywhere to go, but they came back home and we all shared. So it really, really, I believe if the missionaries didn't come through for us, we would have had to go to the bank. So that's what we were thinking.
Yeah.
That's what we were thinking,
Yeah,
but
it
we
was.
didn't.
So with your business, what message do you have for somebody who had to exercise their faith in business?
I would not only say this faith in business, faith in God first. And that is the impetus towards having the faith in the business. With business, it's very hard. It's difficult if you don't have your head on. Especially people see my husband. Sorry to say that. People see my husband. It's a lot of we kind of want to be they kind of want to make us the bank. Like every day is like, Bolo, lend me this, and Bolo, he can only do so much, and he cannot stretch too much. So that's one part of the business that we kind of get sometimes frustrated because we are human, But I can tell you, with a business mind, you just have to make sure that when you get your profits, you use it wisely, you invest wisely, pay your taxes, you just make sure the government don't come after you, and
especially you're out there and they're seeing how successful the business is.
and the most important thing is that you don't brag. You don't boast about it because it's not about you. You don't buy. And then the poor ones on the road, a lot of businesses will see these poor ones, the people who are on the road, the vagrants, they come pass by. It doesn't take much for a supermarket or for anybody to just say, hey, look, you understand? And that is where it all begins. Your blessing begins. The Bible says you give and it returns back to you. Whatever you sow, you reap. And our business is not complicated. It's not complex. So it's a simple business. We don't. I am the accountant in the business. I handle the money.
Okay.
So it's not hard. It's easy. It's not after funds and with church where you have how many workers and everybody punching and bringing things at the end of the day. So it's a very simple business. It's a very humble business, but it takes you where you want to go.
I'm happy you mentioned that because I want Donald to take over the money back.
No, it's okay.
He just mentioned, but I'm very passionate about the fact that I was also being a recipient of the generosity and of the heart of your business, Bolo's business, because I know I know I'm a working multi-trillionaire. I confess it in the atmosphere. However, there are times when things wasn't good for me, and but I remember there was a guy called his late now MB.
Yes.
And then and I was there, MB would just come, and be a gentleman who still lived at the grotto home, and I saw something in MB's eyes when he looked at Bolo, and he looking like just a satisfying knowledge that I I gonna be loved by, I gonna get something.
Yeah.
And I saw that glimmer of comfort in his eyes. And then of course that Mabel comes and 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 I can just call, and then
I
at
know.
the end of the day, the late wax bend over, but
Yes,
he sit down.
yeah.
And I mean, everybody who didn't have the food security knew they could get, even if it's a glass of ice and water.
Mm.
And today, as every time when I stop by the watering hole, um, today I have one on my right and one on my left. And it's just like magnets, you just see people just rotating. So I don't know that God has provided you with the atmosphere of love, and that you continue to be creating the for some people, for many people, it's their last supper.
Yeah.
You know, and so then the next question that I have is kind of deep. Oh, you fed me in my days, and you don't know that when I had no way, I had no home, no nothing, no nobody, so to speak. I would rotate and gravitate, and under my craziness, I say there is one place I can go. I know I don't have to ask, I don't have to beg, I don't have to anything. Bolo doesn't even ask me. You see me coming, and just I don't have to tell him I need anything. Hungry like what, my stomach touching my back, my spine upside down.
Yeah.
And I would get enough. And it was so much enough that was given out of so much love that I couldn't eat all. I go home, and then you don't know that Bambi would eat the rest.
Yes,
I was happy, I was satisfied, and there were other people who eat the rest. You know, and a simple thing like a hot dog. For a person who have money, a hot dog is nothing. A steak is better.
Yeah.
But a person who has no meal, even the water of the hot dog is just good.
No, that's right.
You know?
Yeah.
And so basically I wanted to ask you, what is your menu like, and what is your daily routine? What time you get to, because there's a lot of smoke hearing. I don't know how you just, because I have to talk about the way if you go school to take the pork, the knife. And then you
Yes,
take the pork,
man. Very efficient.
yeah, man, and then mustard. When you put the ketchup, then mix that. So tell me how you, go ahead.
No, I just want to add something to that. Number one is that how many times, because I think we leave, we go home almost at the same time at night, and I always see your vehicle and then your cut.
Okay.
You know, I was like, man, this man is a hardworking man. You know,
Consistent.
yeah. So it's like how many times I'm behind you and I'm seeing you.
Yeah.
So that's number one. Number two is that he mentioned about how you do it, right? And it's almost, for a lot of people, it's like a show, you know, because they're watching you,
Yeah.
you know, and then they liking how he's doing.
Performance.
Yeah.
It's a performance, you know,
Yes.
and it's something that I've also kind of learned, because I used to work in a fast food,
Yeah.
right? And we were really taught how to do things very quickly,
Yeah.
right? In fact, I even remember our managers back then, like timing us. So, for example, wrapping a burger, it should be like just how many seconds,
Yeah.
right? Because you know, fast food, the faster the turnover,
It's better.
like the better for the business.
That's right.
So those two, I just would like to double down on that. So just to answer your question, the routines, the systems, you know, because at the end of the day, yes, of course, faith is paramount,
Yes.
but
Get
the
it as an
men
action.
still have to
Action.
work,
Method, yeah.
right? So aside from the routines, the systems, you know, I also want to kind of ask about that, the showmanship, or
Yes.
the performance. Is that about efficiency, or it's about you know, in your mind, giving your customer a little bit of a show while they waiting for their their food?
Well, I'll tell you where
That's not
that
allowed.
passion began. It was like, Daddy son, you talk about me being fast. Daddy son was fast as well. The guy was
Okay.
swift on his hands.
Wow.
Trust me, the other time we were timing to see how much seconds we were putting a bread. And you know, it was like 5 seconds to put one bread, to put a bread, ketchup, everything, onions, everything in that bread. 5 seconds. That was our top speed. So I know for sure I hit a 5 seconds
Yes.
top speed. And
5 seconds.
5 seconds.
One.
I'm
5
trying to
seconds, one
imagine.
bread. Yeah, 5
Oh.
seconds, one bread.
Wow.
Right.
And just imagine, I was just remembering today that LJ, that guy that does the
Linton Josie.
right.
Mm.
He
Big,
was
the big one.
he was telling me for him to do a commercial
I think
for
it'll
me.
be the same thing as you're
And
talking
that time now I was working with Daddy Son at that time. And the man come and the man had the camera on me.
Mhm.
And the man say, you know, I can't do that, my boy. Because putting the thing on slow-mo, it's still fast. So like that does not make it sense. This
Yeah.
time that camera can't pick you up, man.
Wow.
Camera can't pick you up. So you might
Yes,
just have to
yes,
abandon that. That's how
Yes.
fast it was. But that is always the one that inspired me, you know, to doing that thing fast, because I mean, that just watching how the man doing that, that
Mhm.
grew I grow a passion in that. So when I doing that,
Mhm.
it's my passion that
Yeah.
Okay.
you
Wow.
like,
Nice.
yeah, it's a real
Okay.
passion.
So you start, you have that. So that's the end product.
Mhm.
Now the preparation. Now, what time you wake up? What you have to get your, and then okay. First, tell us what is it you have? You have hot dogs.
Yes,
You
smoke earring,
Mhm.
cod fish.
Mhm.
We are bad man.
No, no.
Fish
not-
dog.
Oh, okay.
I get you. I get you.
Well, the preps, we're talking about what makes.
No. For,
He's
no,
okay.
he's okay.
He's okay.
Yes, he's fine.
okay.
Yes, yeah, the Batman. Yeah,
Something like that.
Okay, now in the juice. Okay, so then before we go to the juice department, because I see a partner bring us kind of fruit there for you. The thing I don't want to know what kind of fruit that. First, my sister, I know that come out Hawaii or Philippines. Yeah. So now, how do you get the don't tell me your secret. The flavor for the smoky Joe and the flavor for the Lamovi and to mix it up, like, is that your family secret or what? And how do you, when you start what time you start in the morning? How do you make sure that there's no little bone in this?
Well, the thing is now, if I have to be doing all that work, Franco, maybe I'd fall long drop dead already.
All right.
So I workers
All right.
at
Prepping.
home, like in the morning comes and do their prep, you
The
know,
day
and then the
before.
day before. So then now in the
Okay.
morning I just come and put the oil and throw the onion and put the seasoning together, you know.
All right.
Do the last thing and the last touch, the buttering,
Right.
Yes.
the
Yes.
buttering and the love
Okay. All
in
right.
it, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you purchase in bulk.
Yes.
Okay.
Always in wholesale. Because if you go retail, I think you're gonna go down the drain.
There are times when we don't have in bulk, we have to go retail and
Yeah.
it's a lot.
It's hard.
Mhm.
But we get up, for your question, our phone alarms at 5.
Mhm.
And then there might be a little snoring still because we are tired from the night
Yes.
before. Then it alarms, it keeps alarming, it keeps alarming. And lately they have been going down before him, because when I notice I go down before him and I start doing everything, he comes a little earlier.
Mhm.
He's not like multitasking like me. But then that's it. When we come down 5 to 5:30, if we are late, it's 6. But then things get done very quickly. We have a commercial stove, and
Okay.
it's routine. It's amazing how you
Mhm.
just know what to do. We just know what to do,
Yes.
and no one knows the recipe.
Yes.
No one knows the recipe, not even our workers.
Mhm.
And we do that. We eventually give it up to a family member,
Mhm.
and that's we have somebody in mind to give it up. But for now, because we just feel we want it to stay Bolo. We wanted to make an indelible mark, in society with this fast food.
Yes.
And for now, we just have it between ourselves,
Mhm.
Bolo and I. And when we're in the morning, we know exactly what to do, who's doing what, and his taste will be just as my taste. Nothing is different.
Okay.
Nothing is
Right.
different. Nothing is different. So that's how it is.
Yeah. Additionally, just wanted to find out. So you have the combination of the juices. You have a variety of juices. So give us a rough idea for running order of your juices.
Well, rough order is seasoning, my brother.
Okay.
It's what I didn't see.
All right. Okay. So we go from orange, grapefruit, passion fruit, tangerine, guava.
That's right.
Yes.
Guava, cherry.
We take everything. We
ginger,
take everything.
Ginger,
Okay.
yes, sir.
And it's
And people
amazing.
like the ginger by Bolo. That's the only thing. That's the only ginger that tastes like ginger.
Okay. So that is ginger or ginger jam.
Yeah, champagne.
Yeah.
And And what?
They say the ginger is gingering.
Ginger.
Okay.
Ginger.
We just want to let you know that, ladies and gentlemen, listeners, at this point in time, we're happy that you're able to join us. We're talking to Bolo hot dogs in the corner of Old Street and Hillsborough Street, right here in the corner, opposite Cable and Flow. And we continue. We have a number of folks who are listening with us. We're going to take a little break. When we come back, we're going to go into more of the business aspect, and we're going to talk about how the business meshes with a contribution to small business. And with you, any question that you may want at this point, then you can just Facebook us and FaceTime us, and we'll pass it on to Polo. You're listening to Nature Island Small Business Bus with Donald Bacasio and Franklin Moses right here on the big station Q95.
The National Development Foundation of Dominica introduces its Small Business Advisory Services. Get the help and support you need to run your business effectively. Come see us on 9 Great Marlborough Street, Roseau. Let us assist with having your company registered, developing marketing and business plans, record keeping, and the need-to-knows and provisions for Social Security, income tax, and VAT. You won't be left in the dark anymore. Let us hand over your key to unlock doors for success. NDFD Small Business Advisory Services now available. Call 448-3240, 448-8631. The National Development Foundation of Dominica introduces its Small Business Advisory Services. Get the help and support you need to run your business effectively. Come see us on 9 Great Marlborough Street, Roseau. Let us assist with having your company registered, developing marketing and business plans, record keeping, and the need-to-knows and provisions for Social Security, income tax, and VAT. You won't be left in the dark anymore. Let us hand over your key to unlock doors for success. NDFD Small Business Advisory Services now available. Call 448-3240, 448-8631.
Yes, come in. Hold that thought. I'll call you right back. Go right back. Partner, Elas Franco, how are you doing? Things are getting really tight in this Gova season. Right now, I just don't know what to do. But Franklin, what are you doing? You're sitting on your money machine. With all them skills and ideas that you have, you can go further, faster. Huawei, go to the NDFD. They've got the best rates on business loans, not to mention affordable business support. They'll get your business registered and help you develop your business plan. They'll design your logo and train small business owners just like you. For real? I go down there now. All jokes aside, NDFD is helping people when others would not. Okay, so we're back here. We just want to acknowledge many of our good friends who are with us. Maggie, Ada, thank you very much for voting. And Eric, yeah, I got it. Petter, and it's Kid Premier. That was our last guest that we have. Sandra, thank you very much for watching. Vinya Simon, hey, she's sending her greetings.
Yes.
And Marceline Edwards, all the way in New Jersey. I've been living in New Jersey, but it's get new because it was an old Jersey. It's now a New Jersey in America. Glory Phillips, Bolo, yes, she says,
Yes,
good
yes,
word.
yes.
Yes, good brands. That's to you too. And Myrtle Bruno, Lexus says, my peeps. And Maxime Powell, you're watching. Thank you very much for watching us. My dear friend, Roslyn Sorendo, thank you very much for watching. Ivina Joseph, my family. Good to see you, folks.
Yes.
Yeah. And the rest is history. Yes. Joyette Bruno. She's the one who said, but the Gingerina. Yeah. So we had another interesting question to ask.
No, I just want to ask about the location. Has that always been the location of?
Well, it was I recall when I was working at Social Security in the late 80s, there was this young man, little boy, standing in that same kind of corner by Eagle's Boutique. And I recall we at Social Security have to look out every 9 o'clock, 9:30. Is Daddy's son coming? Is Foxy coming? We call him Foxy but the man behind Foxy was this young man. But I was older than him.
Okay.
Not much, but 7 years older. And I would wait for this young man at that spot. And the other persons that's like Ivinia, Joseph, who said hello, a few of us would just wait and run to this spot.
Okay.
Because we get our hot dogs and whatever. And guess what? This is the same spot that we have today.
Wow.
This is the same spot.
That's amazing.
But then when you the secret I want to find out. So who made the first break? You're married now.
I think I did.
So you
while
were,
buying the hot dog?
Yeah. You were hot. He was a dog. Okay.
I also have one question.
Yes,
do,
sure.
do you guys have like really long time regular customers?
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
definitely.
Bolo can answer that. Yeah.
Like every day they're there.
From childhood,
From childhood.
Wow.
And they go away and they come back.
Wow.
30 years later, they remember in
long
Bolo.
time, man. Long. Like I have a customer, Vital. Yeah. Magdalene's husband.
Oh yeah.
That man has been buying from time.
He is.
In
When
my
I talk about which
2000
church,
which
means
Hostel.
right.
So it's like when I was with Daddy's son, he was with me.
Oh yeah.
When I flip over right away. And just imagine for my business, it wasn't like starting over again.
Yeah,
like
it was just a
over. It was just like
Okay.
Bolo start today. It's like just let's go. We just going across on the bridge.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just
It was the bridge.
continue.
Just continuation.
Smooth.
So it's like I
Yeah.
met a man who
Yeah.
would get a certain amount of money during the week. So every week he would give me something. And I said, let's go on our own. And
Wow.
Yeah, one time.
Yeah.
We just go. The business just started.
just started.
Yeah. How many years now again?
22 years we've been on our own.
So what do you think is the reason the reasons why people continue to patronize?
Besides the
Good
love,
question.
And besides Bolo's heart and his
spirit
is lifting his hands and
Yes.
the show.
Yeah, the
I think
showmanship.
our motto is, I brought my motto.
Yes.
What is it?
Let's see.
The taste begins from the hand.
I thought of that when I was going to make the uniforms. I said, what can I give? Because you see, when we are preparing it, we smell it and you haven't even tasted it yet. It's in your hand and your mouth waters. And I said, okay, the taste begins from the hand. You don't really have to actually taste something, to feel it. You get the passion out of it by just smelling it, looking at it. And I was just saying when we were little, we make sure we put the same amount of everything every day. If we fall short, we feel it will miss something. So we lash it with a lot of peppers and this and that, and we have the seasonings there just to make it taste right. And every day it will taste exactly the same.
Yeah.
We are not worried about. We spend a lot on raw materials on the product to make it. So we're not worried about, if it's too much and it's too expensive. No.
What about financial management? Any tip that you guys can give to especially young entrepreneurs coming up? Because like in our case, at NDFD, we always see a lot of entrepreneurs experiencing difficulty, and it's not really because of their product or whatever, but at some point they mismanaged their finances, right? So any tips that you can share with them?
Well, I think sometimes these people are having problems in management because managing their finance, because probably they don't get sale enough for the day, and they always have some products that are left behind. We sell almost everything every day. When Bolo goes, poops, he comes back empty.
Yes.
And that's a blessing, and that's rare. But then I think we always make sure that we have this amount for restocking. We just, if we need something and we have to restock, bye-bye. I need to pay something by restocking. We are never out of stock. The only time we are out of stock is when the supermarket, the wholesalers say we don't have, and that's where I come in. I go in every supermarket, and I take the onions off the shelf. I take because onions make our day. So that's it. We must restock. And some people will spend all their money and not restock. What you going to sell?
You must have
We
a
must
product.
restock.
Yes,
Sometimes in the week, it's just restocking week.
Mhm.
But we know next week is not restocking week, so you get the next week for yourself.
Yeah. Okay. Talking about this, because when we come back up after this next connection we want to make is that they're talking about the structure of their business, and the structure is good and it works for them in terms of the reciprocity of supply and demand. One of the institutions responsible, like here at Q95, we have the platform for advertising and marketing. But the other side of our program is from organizations like the NDFD, who really fuels that idea. And Donald, I'll give you the opportunity to introduce our next guest.
Yeah, we just have someone here to give a few words. Of course, our executive director, Mr. Cletus Joseph.
Good afternoon to you, sir. Welcome.
Edie, how are you doing? We have Bolo and of course Mabolo in the house this afternoon. I know some time ago you said, all you have to have Bolo in there and in the program. Edie?
Yeah, good afternoon, gentlemen. There's a lady in the house.
Yes.
I hear she's giving some directives which some other persons should follow, right? I hope you guys had your hot dogs all ready for the day, right?
Okay, hang on. I'm just making sure that they hear you clearly. So what you can do with okay, we're just making sure I connect the hearing, making sure
Yes.
that something's yes. So in the meantime, I'm having a little hot dog there. They brought some
Yeah.
extras, so I'm having. Can you hear?
By the
hear
way,
me clearly? Can you hear clearly?
why are
Okay,
you
good.
putting that? What's your operation hours again?
Like in Roseau.
Like in
Yeah,
Roseau?
your times I think, up here.
Times that you
well,
guys are open.
Let's say from 9 to
Last customer.
yeah.
Last
Sometimes
customer.
before 9. Sometimes if I
Yeah.
get
Sometimes you
rushed.
can
Before 9 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
yes.
All right.
Okay, question,
All right.
Mr. Edie.
Edie,
Yeah, good afternoon.
we have Bolo in the house.
Yeah, good afternoon,
Good afternoon.
lady and gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
Nice to hear you. I've always heard that you were one of India's biggest clients. Is that true?
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, good. Congratulations on that. And that's how many years ago now?
Oh, that's like 22 years ago.
22.
20 years
22.
ago. All right, so 22. Model of sustainability.
Yes.
I hope that you've been really satisfied with our service.
Definitely.
For you, right?
I can recommend anybody to go to NDFD to get their loan to start off the business, because that's what started me off. So,
Yeah, and they're passionate. That's NDFD, right?
Yes.
You all are very passionate to the young entrepreneurs who are trying to start something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Definitely. Uh-huh.
Well, thanks for the good word. Just for the record, I have not coached you to say that. I don't even remember when we speaking with you, but yeah, congratulations on that and adopting our level of service. And we're happy that we have been able to be of service to you in that manner. Okay, so thanks for that.
Thank you.
And we wish you every success.
Thanks.
Yeah, remember, our doors are always open to you, so you are never too successful to come back to us.
That's right. That's
We're
right.
hoping, I'm glad you're saying that, but we're hoping never to go into that debt again.
But I mean, it's important that if you don't need it, that's key to finance.
Yes,
you don't
yes.
need it, you don't need to get it, right? Why? Because finance always be for a reason, some justifiable reason. You either going to expand, to get some new equipment or that sort of some other matter of managing your available finances. So if you need to buy new equipment and you believe that using your existing resources to purchase it will put you under financial pressure. It would be better to take a loan. But if you can manage on your own and you've done so for the past 20 odd years and you never really came back and say, I need more money, then you did something well and then you've been making good decisions, right?
Yes.
So congratulations on that.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Edie, so speaking about long-time client, I know we were speaking about another client, right? Whom we mentioned just some weeks ago. Edie, you would like to say something about that?
Oh, yeah. Well, that's a former client.
A former client.
Mr. Austri, from Kadibishi, the owner of Coral Reef restaurant and supermarket. I was in the Kadibishi area about sometime in May or thereabout, and then we had a good conversation. And so he was telling me that he always listens to this show. So, and how it's interesting, and he really appreciates it, and he appreciates the work that we do. And I was like, okay, I will tell them to give you a big shout out. I hope you guys did that.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, and just maybe 2 weeks ago, a few days ago, someone mentioned to me that he had passed. I was quite, taken aback. So to his family and the community of Kalibishi, we do extend our sympathies, on the loss of Mr. Austri. He was, from what I recall, a community-oriented person. I know he is an ex-police officer, and then I believe he worked in community development, and he was a very successful banana farmer at the time. At the time when I worked with the DBMC, I believe, yes, I used to visit his farm. And he was one of those who would adopt quite a bit of the practices, that we were advocating at the time. And a very, very cooperative person who was willing to share and learn, was very, very important. So I was kind of quite taken aback when I think it was my wife who said, Mr. Austri died. I'm just saying that is that true. I was like, which Austri are you talking about? He said, no, he was still one in Kalibishi. And then I was like, are you serious? We spoke just recently, So I was quite taken aback that, how we go and when we go is not our calling, and we have to be always prepared. So again, our sympathies on the NDFD family to Mr. Austri and his family, his fans, the community of Kalibishi.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
So we want to thank you very much for your input, and we recognize you for being the head of that engine that is favorably in injecting funds and advice and marketing strategies for small business here in Dominica. And thank you very much for loaning me on loan, no interest, Mr. Donald Bacasio. On loan. Thank you very much, sir.
All right.
Okay, so Jeroboam. Okay. Yeah, you were, but no interest. No interest for you. No interest. Okay, but that's a rather interesting observation.
Yes.
Okay, so we're coming to close to the end of our program for this afternoon, and Donald, I'm going to. You want?
No, we just want.
Well, I have. Yeah, go ahead. Because I have one last thing to say, now you can go ahead.
I just want to ask them if they want to say anything, any last, or parting words.
Okay, before he said that, I'm going to tell him something. Okay, something that I am sitting here today at this job on this desk before this microphone and this afternoon speaking on this subject with this man and his family, with Donald and the rest. And it was 5 months ago that I was by Bolo, and a friend of mine who knows Bolo, his name is Mr. Julian Morris. I'm saying his name because he's part of the testimony. And we both, three men, stood up under Bolo's umbrella. We're praying, and we were both uncertain about getting our jobs. I didn't have a job at the time, and they agreed with me, and Bolo agreed with me in prayer, believing that I would get a job. And he said something, I don't remember he said that, but he says, so which I said, I mentioned something, he says, okay, so yeah, you get it, man. You get it. And I'm like, but I'm not sure if it's that station or that's this station. But he said something, I don't think he remember. He says, yeah, man, you get that. You get that, you get that. And so I'm sitting here today because of prayer of agreement under Bolo's tent.
Yes,
So it wasn't just hot dog.
Mhm.
We were sitting there and we had a banquet in prayer. So it's not just for the stomach.
That's amazing.
Yes. And I'm
That's
sitting
an
here today
amazing
to say
story.
that. Yes.
And right now, as you were saying that, I could imagine like the different stories that happened under that umbrella. For the past 20, imagine the different kind of emotions, stories that happened there
I remember
under that umbrella.
it was a yellow
While they're all
Maggie.
eating their hot dogs and then all the other food.
It was a yellow Maggie umbrella.
That was with church umbrella.
With church umbrella. Yeah, right. So I just want to thank him for because not just physical food, it's also spiritual presence. The music is always
Definitely.
always bubbling and always nice.
So that's the kind of great things that you can get from, of course, from Bolo. And his umbrella, his location.
And when you eat there, it's never the last supper.
That's right.
So always a banquet.
Definitely.
So, just you want to say hello to your customers and your times that you're on and your number in case somebody wants to have a banquet. One day they want to have a big party. All they want is Bolo.
All they want is Bolo.
Say to your friends in America or England, wherever they be.
But the last time I was here, we put in a Frampton on the Spotlight show, radio show. People said that, boy, that's a show that keep them up. Even though they wanted to go and sleep, that their eyes was wide open.
Yeah, I remember that.
I thank God for that moment, with Federina, that I even got to tell her, well, she's so passionate towards people, and the passion that she showed towards people, it will never go unseen, So that part of her will always remain.
Yeah.
And I just want to give thanks to all of those who are listening. I don't want to call names today.
So just like John Paul and Gamaliel Moses.
But there's
Chris
one name I must call. I know Chris Boguno listening. I know there's one name I must call. Boom, 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 I gone.
Mali.
I don't call that name too.
I know.
I travel.
Frank, stand up here. Go and serve the man, boy. Up I go. Boom.
Yes, I just give God thanks for everybody who's listening. I see Lawrence Jones online listening. That's Super Jones. That's one of my colleagues. We worked together with Daddy's son, so he was selling together with us. I saw him online, so I saw him listening.
Wow.
And all my
workers, Linda Antoine, Bernilia Basil, Martin Vital.
Yeah. Without them, that can't be possible.
Emmanuel Alexander and Saka and his brother who's also dedicated, Jefferson Langles. And then we have someone who's just Lapwet. These jobs you feel it's insignificant, but it means a lot to Bernard to make sure that his area is clean, his surrounding is clean. And this is a Lapwet guy. He's Lapwet. He used to work at the Rosa City Council. Very dedicated young man.
Philip.
Trying to keep the area clean. And all of them get something small, but then it's good.
Yeah, man, sure. Last one, wrap up.
Question. What's anything that people can look forward to Bolo's mobile hot dogs? Any
we have
future plans?
Yes,
or
we have. For the matter of fact, you'll find Bolo is very. We call ourselves big, though we are small in number. We had a consultation with this wonderful man, Kent Vital. He was my schoolmate, and on Day or Pentecost Monday, we had to have him home because we wanted to discuss how to get things better managed in our business, and he was very, came over, and we are thinking of something where we can actually have this in the supermarket product of Bolo. So that is our future plans. We are trying to see how that will materialize, but we are working on it. So if tomorrow we decide, we pray that Bolo will be well in his feet and whatever, but we have plans where we'll have a big announcement.
Okay.
Big announcement. Big announcement.
Okay. And with that,
we have something.
With that announcement, we have a pronouncement.
For your excellent participation on this, our bi-weekly small business empowerment program titled Nature Island Small Business Buzz. Today, at this moment, you and your business enterprise deserves an enthusiastic NDFD and Q95 national standing ovation.
Okay, so that does it for us here.
For your excellent
Thank you very much. Franklin, you're talking too much. Okay. Okay, so that brings us to the end of our program for today. Tuesday, we'll be seeing you again on Thursday for another edition of Nature Island Small Business Buzz. And we had Bolo today talk about the preparation of all the hot dogs and the smoked herring and the saltfish and the juice and everything else that it encompasses service from 9 in the morning until the last customer is being served. Donald, take it away until then.
We'll see you again Thursday, right?
Yes, Thursday.
For another edition of your favorite business radio program. And this is the Nature Eye Small Business Buzz.
Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.